Welcome, brothers and sisters and patriots. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Today's topic, Great Awakening 2020, How to Find Joy During this War. Fifth dimension. If you can today, read Romans chapter 8, verse 7. A mind governed by the flesh cannot submit to God, cannot submit to God's laws, nor does it do so. So your key to joy, first thing, is finding the universal God. The only thing holding you back is your flesh. So when you wake up, you must find your spirit over your flesh and take over this mind of the human and take it back to be your spirit. Then through that, you can communicate with the universal God and get your news. Turn off the technology. Don't look for emails. Don't look for the weather. Immediately do your communion with the universal God. Also, I highly recommend the megahertz music, like I'm listening to right now. Or you can listen to positive affirmations to get you going in your positive spiritual self. Also, a lot of us wake up looking at the past. You can't fix yesterday. But what you can do is, every second is the future. So each second, stay in the present moment. As you stay each second in the moment, you'll stay more joyful, more happy. If you had ailments attached to you and you keep staying each second in the future, they'll start to go away. Some of these ailments or pains is attached to stress. Stress is always from the past. You are a spiritual being. You come from the creator, the universal God, as a spirit. If you have that coffee addiction, fasting will take care of that. What happens with coffee, first when you first drink it, it gives you a boost. Now what it becomes is an addiction. Water is your highest source of energy in the morning. Coffee it's not helping you. Now you're dependent on something. You should be dependent on your spirit first thing in the morning. Your spirit is your true joy, which is the universal God within yourself. If you go around YouTube, social media, the television, I almost guarantee you it's not a lot of joyful things they talking about. That's why you should not turn those things on early in the morning. Maybe later on in the day, once you got your joyful stuff, turn it on temporarily to see what's good, but not the first thing in the morning. It's pertinent that you stay joyful in your spiritual being and find your spiritual self and take over this mind. Once again, this is the reason why a lot of people are not awakened. Because they refuse to give up their flesh to their spirit. If you can't give up your flesh to the spirit, then you can't submit to God and God's law. It says it right there. Just read you another chapter. Each day I read you a chapter, give you answers. These men on the YouTube, I constantly hear them say, I don't know why people not waking. I just gave you answer after answer after answer. I even hear them do prayers to the God, but don't go to God for the answers. And then people tune into these people for the answers. They only teaching you as a man, earthly things. This war is Satan versus God. I go to the source for the answers. Donald Trump is not your answer. The White Hats is not your answer. Go above all that and go to the source that's behind the war on our side. Then work your way down. I go to the head being in charge, which is universal God, and ask him to give me answers into the future, to see what I can do. He wants us to stay joyful every day, no matter what the situation is. Satan has many ways to trick us, to keep us on that lower frequency. But many mistakes people do, they tune in to men not teaching them of their spiritual being first thing in the morning. Then you go worried. You go with answers in the work. You go about your day all day without, when the answer was within yourself. You are the church. Do fellowship with yourself. The universal God is within yourself. First thing I did when I woke up, the flesh tried to take over. I caught it, and I started just saying, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for this day. Thank you for my food. Thank you for clothes on my back. Thank you for a home. Thank you for money in my pocket. I just started giving thanks to everything. Meanwhile, I had the affirmation plan, the positive affirmation. And I got back to that spiritual being. Then got on my hands and knees. I prayed to God. Meditated. Then he started giving me this message to give to people to help. If you listened to my video yesterday, I gave you all the stories of the great people of the books that no matter what the situation was, they always stayed joyful and loyal to the universal God. That's your key. Be selfish to yourself to improve the world and improve your own life. If you want a little entertainment for later on, then you can tune into some of these men, but they're not giving answers. They leave you with more puzzles and more worrisome things than ever. Because a lot of men are not of the universal God. Great hearts. But this is a spiritual battle. They'll say they know the universal God, but they talk nothing of the universal God throughout their videos. Thousands and thousands of followers follow people who not guiding you to the spiritual, the universal God. You could take your level above a lot of people and be that 5%. Most people are followers. But to be that true leader, you must go to the universal God. And you'll be that 5% difference. So if you want to know Earth, it's fine, tune in, but you're not getting full answers. Then you got to keep tuning in the next day and leave in suspense. When I talk to the universe, I have no worries, no complaints. He tell me don't worry about nothing. He fights all my battles. Simply because I went to him. Letting me know he's in control. All he wants me to do is say peaceful, joy, happy, stay of the spirit. That's my message today, guys. This is Megahertz. It's Affirmation Music 432. But don't forget, this is a war going on the planet Earth. But just stay in your true self, which is your spiritual being, and you'll be just fine. Just wanted to share that answer for you, Romans 8:7. That's what you can share with family. And then if they still don't do it, then you know they're not of God. Simple answers, simple solutions. You guys take care. Hopefully I brought you with some peace, love, joy, and happiness to your life, and a couple more answers in this temporary battle. It's about 5 days to election. Just keep hanging on. The universal God is still unveiling itself. The reason for the lockdowns is for your own protection, as good is fighting evil. That means there's more cleaning going on. The virus is just a cloud but behind the scenes, there's a lot going on. You guys take care. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate you all. Bye-bye.